Hey, weight loss warriors. Today we're going to talk about bariatric meal planning on a budget. Thanks for tuning in again to the Working Girl's Guide to Weight Loss Surgery. And I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for a deal when it comes to meal planning and just purchases in general. I'm not somebody that has gotten caught up in the couponing craze. I wish I had that type of patience to do that kind of thing, but um, I usually have a general set budget that I like to work with to purchase my food, but sometimes things are a little bit tighter. So, times like that, I'm looking for ways that I can save some money. So, I've come up with a couple of ideas to help you if you're pinching pennies but still trying to meet your protein goals. So, I've written some things down so you will periodically see me look down to my notes. One of the first things that I would recommend doing would be to survey what you have in the house already. And that's a good tip regardless of whether you're pinching pennies or not. Before you go to the store, take a look, see what you have, get some ideas of what you want to prepare, see what you have on hand and what you might need to buy at the store. That's really good, particularly if you're looking to have some frozen veggies, canned meat, that type of thing. Um, Believe it or not, one of a good thing to do would be to buy in bulk. You won't necessarily have to go to a Costco or Sam's or someplace like that. You can, which is great if you're able to buy big things like chicken in bulk and be able to break it down for um, a later time. But if your money's really tight, buying in bulk might be as simple as picking up a rotisserie chicken while you're at Sam's or whoever your Sam's, Costco, or your local grocer. I think Costco and Sam's have fully cooked rotisserie chickens for $4.99. Other grocers, I've seen them as much as $5.99, $6.99, or even $7.99. Consider buying a whole chicken uncooked. Uh, I don't think I've ever paid more than $7 for a whole cooked chicken, and in that way, I can prepare it the way I want it with the type of seasonings I want. Throw it in my crock pot, and it's good to be able to break it up and have it for various foods throughout the week. And it doesn't cost me a whole lot. Even a pack of chicken is relatively inexpensive, but chicken breasts and things like that might be a little costly. And if you're looking to save money, it might be better to just go ahead and purchase an entire chicken. Let's see, what else do we have here? Eggs. Eggs are another inexpensive protein that you can buy on a budget. 18 count if you're eating that many, or as little as 6 in a half dozen in a small carton. Again, if you're pitching pennies, that might not be the most economical per unit, but eggs are really cheap nowadays, and you can boil them, you can scramble them. There's a whole lot you can do, and with your little bariatric stomach, you won't need but maybe one or two at the most. So that's a really inexpensive food that you can do on a budget. Cottage cheese is another one. You can purchase a full size container of cottage cheese. One thing about the bariatric meals, there's a lot of different things out there that are convenience items. So the Sargento balance breaks come to mind. I love those, but again, if I'm on a budget, I'm not purchasing those. Those might be $2 for one pack. If you're buying the double pack, it might be as much as $4 a pack at your local grocer. You can do the same thing and purchase an 8-ounce package of cheese and get some dried fruit on your own and make the same thing. It might take you a little bit to take a few minutes and cut the cheese up and pair it with some nuts or dried fruit or something like that. But again, on a budget, you are going to save more money to do that than to buy the prepackaged meals. Same thing with the the cottage cheese. The little breakstones are cute in a bariatric size, but again, for if you're looking to save money, you're going to want to go with something that may be a pound or even a 2 pound, 12 ounces, 16 ounces, 24-ounce package of cottage cheese, and break it down yourself in your little small bariatric size Tupperware. And that takes me to my next thing that I've already touched on, making your own snack packs yourself. Whether you're putting them in little Ziplocs, or the snack pack Ziplocs, or the Rubbermaid containers, whatever containers you might be able have around your house. Pack those yourself and do that early on the week. Do it on a Sunday so that you have all your snacks prepared for you for the week and ready to go and grab in the morning. Another great food for bariatrics on the cheap: tuna. Cans of tuna and water. It doesn't. You can make so much, get so many meals out of a can of tuna. Same thing with canned chicken breasts. Even canned salmon or pouches. Again, that's not necessarily the most inexpensive thing to do on a budget, but it's a lot cheaper than maybe the traditional foods, traditional meats. It's something that you can purchase and have just on the go. What else did we have here? Canned fruits and veggies. Or even shopping at a local fruit market, fruit and veggie market, or farmer's market. You can buy smaller portions that will go great, that aren't going to go bad over the course of the week. And you can stock up and pair those with your cheese snacks that you've created, or with your tuna. And it'll be, again, something inexpensive, bariatric size, and something that you can prepare quickly on the go. And one final tip are to not forget about store-bought items, store-prepared items. There's nothing wrong with purchasing a Kroger brand or a Meyer brand for those that are in the Midwest, and Meyer, or Smith's, or whatever your local grocer is. You don't have to buy the brand name items all the time. Some people swear by it, but if you're on a budget and you want to get Kroger tuna, that's great. It's a great product, and it'll save you some money and still help you reach your bariatric goals. So if you have any other ideas, suggestions that you want to give some tips here on how you can save money on a budget and still keep your berry goals, feel free to comment at the end of the video or wherever you're seeing this post. Take care. Talk to you soon.